In Ohio, we often hear from elected officials that there are more jobs available than what can be filled. Now, with recreational cannabis legal and set to be sold across the state at some point this year, there are sure to be new jobs in this budding industry. Aside from the jobs, the economy should also see the impact of marijuana sales. The 135th General Assembly of Ohio and several state departments continue to lay out the guidelines for the sale of recreational cannabis. Medicinal marijuana dispensary owner Mike Petrella is preparing to expand.
It's created jobs from the get-go, and we've seen that expand a little bit. Now, once it goes to full recreational, you're going to see a lot of construction jobs. We're going to be expanding with a new building. So you're going to have local contractors in here. Both temporary and permanent work is expected to become available as the licensing process plays out. And if you plan to apply for some of those positions, you may need some training. Greenflower offers cannabis industry-specific training through different certificate programs. They target individuals seeking a career in the cannabis field, as well as those who may want to start their own business.
They were created with feedback directly from people working in those areas saying, when you come into a dispensary, we need you to understand more than just how to sell something. We need you to understand the plant itself and how it helps people.
Courses are offered online and include workforce training programs to become a specialist in cannabis retail, cannabis cultivation, and extraction and product development.
There's so many different methodologies for extraction and infusion, and this program teaches all the kind of technical sides of all the different methodologies. So when you get into a manufacturing setting, you know what you're talking about. And there is an issue in the industry where some people don't formulate as well as others, and you could get that candy bar where half of it's too strong and half it doesn't have anything in it.
Greenflower is also partnering to offer university-based programs around Ohio.
Starting in January on our 6-month-long kind of broader programs with Kent State University. And so they've had a couple cohorts now and are doing, the demand has been, off the charts.
Caleb says the industry gives employees an opportunity for upward mobility. And while you might start out at $30,000 or $40,000, you could work your way into a position earning over $100,000. Petrella, who owns and operates Ohio Valley Natural Relief in Wintersville, says they are ready to expand when the state gives them the green light.
We're doing a lot of prep work to get ready to expand. The issue is back to the state policies. If they end up changing anything, it makes it tough for us to start construction, and they have to approve all of our construction before we start. So once they hopefully approve and finalize all the rules and stuff, we'll be able to start construction on a new facility.
Petrella says some construction jobs will open temporarily, while the new recreational shop will permanently lead to the expansion of his current staff of 10 to at least 30. In addition to the jobs, there will also be a revenue impact for communities who are home to a recreational cannabis store.
There's a 10% excise tax along with sales tax, but out of that 10%, 36% of that tax will come back to dispensaries that are in cities, villages, or townships. So we have 2 here, so Wintersville will be seeing a lot of different extra money coming into their budget.
However, before anything can be done, the General Assembly and the Division of Cannabis Control have some concerns to work out.
The Office of Cannabis Control within the Department of Commerce has done a fantastic job of putting together a rules packet, or a number of rules packets actually, that address a lot of those fears. There was a real concern about children and protecting children from access, protecting people who didn't want to be exposed to secondhand smoke, driving under the influence, and I think they're dealing with that very well in the rules they're putting in place.
Calendar was one of the 2 primary sponsors of House Bill 168, which put the legalization of recreational cannabis on last November's ballot. Now that it's been passed by the people of Ohio, he says he is seeing it through. The next step comes June 7th, when the Division of Cannabis Control is set to begin the application process for medicinal shops.
The step is what's called dual licensure. So those entities that have already gone through the background check, the zoning, have built secure facilities, that have staff trained and hired for the medical, will be issued dual licenses, and that will be the first round of licensees. And they will be licensed to open immediately in their current location because all of the approvals have already been met for them. They're secure, they're safe, they have the point of sale computer system to be able to collect the taxes. Because
Calendar says as of now, the medicinal shops could be selling recreational cannabis by June 15th if things continue on the correct path. He also adds that the regulatory environment for cannabis is developing and the statute will likely be revised more in the future.
The industry has never it's always changing constantly, and there's a lot of gray areas just because it's federally illegal and then, you know, legal state-wise. So it's it always keeps you on your toes. Something different, new every day coming down the line from the
As the June 7th deadline approaches and more information on the guidelines come out, News 9 will of course keep you updated. If you'd like more information on the courses Green Flower is offering, we will have a link to their website on WTOV9.com. Tonight at 7, be sure to join me live for a News 9 Digital Extra on a budding industry. I will share more on what I learned through this story, and you'll have a chance to comment and ask questions about the industry. A News 9 Digital Extra streams tonight at 7 on all of the WTOV digital platforms. Hi, I'm Dylan Cleland. Thanks for watching. And here's another video to check out, and be sure to subscribe to our channel.